Okay, let's take a look at how to install Hortonworks Sandbox. Hortonworks Sandbox, for that first you need to go to hortonworks.com, and once you are there, go to products. Under products, they have various products: HTTP 2.0, HTTP for Windows, and Hortonworks Sandbox. This Hortonworks Sandbox is basically a personal portable Hadoop environment, right? It comes with few tutorials, and it also includes the latest developments from the HTTP distribution, and it is available in a virtual environment, right? Virtual environment basically is, if you go to download and install, it's available for Virtualbox, VM Fusion, Hyper-V, right? And you can also get the source code, right? So for that, Virtualbox is recommended because it's widely used and it's free, whereas Fusion and Hyper-V you may have to purchase. So let's go and look at first what you need to do is you need to go and get a Virtualbox. So for that, go to virtualbox.org, and when you go to virtualbox.org, you have the downloads, right? Go to downloads and download Virtualbox for Windows. Yeah, as you can see, basically it's available for x86 and 64, but regardless of what it says, your computer should basically have the capability for to support virtualization. So if you have the latest Windows operating system, so usually you have the support for virtualization. Click here and download it. So the download has started, so it's going to take a while. And at the same time, go to hortonworks.com and download the sandbox for Virtualbox. It's a pretty large distribution, about 2.5 GB, and basically it says I'm running a large, pretty good network, but it's almost like around 40 plus minutes left. So I think it's because there is parallel Virtualbox and this is running. So it's the Virtualbox, maybe today my internet is a little slow, but anyways, so get your Virtualbox and Hortonworks Sandbox downloaded. Now I'm going to pause for a few minutes. Okay, now both of them have downloaded. I just want to make sure. Sharing the desktop. Okay, and so as you can see, Virtualbox and Hortonworks both are downloaded. So what you need to do is you need to double click on Virtualbox, and once it comes up, basically complete the installation. It's coming up, it's taking a little, yeah, so basically it comes up, you run it, and it's going to install and complete the installation. On my system, the Virtualbox is already installed, so I'm going to skip this step. Whereas in your case, just go ahead and click next, and install it if you have, if the Virtualbox is not installed. The next step you need to do is launch the Virtualbox. Virtualbox, and then launch. My system is a little slow. Okay, just ignore this. And basically, once you launch the Virtualbox, what you need to do is go ahead and basically import an appliance, right? So don't click new or anything. Just go ahead and import the appliance, right? Actually, the best thing to do is go to hortonworks.com, and then hortonworks.com for the sandbox. And actually, for every one of these sandboxes, there is a separate instructions. So as you can see, there are instructions are different for every one of these virtual machines. So now we are installing the Virtualbox on Windows. Okay, as you can see, one of the things with Virtualbox is it works on both Mac and Windows. And the instructions, if you are using Windows, click on the Windows instructions. I'm using Windows. So, okay. So now getting ready to install prerequisites. Okay, there are some prerequisites. Host a 64 machine bit machine, Windows 7 or Windows 8, and then you need IE9, Firefox, at least 4 GB of RAM, virtual machines, the correct virtual machine file for your environment, meaning you are using Virtualbox, so download the Virtualbox, installing on Windows. So the first thing it's asking you to do is go to open Virtual Manager, and then click on File Preferences and select Input in the left navigation box and check Auto Capture keyword. So basically go to File Preferences, then in the input, if there's a checkbox, just remove that checkbox. Okay, and then click OK. Right, so basically File Preferences. If there's a checkbox there, check inside and click OK. And once that is done, okay, then go to File, Import Appliance. File, Import Appliance, and capture the appliance that you have. File, Import Appliance, Open Appliance. In my case, it's in the downloads. So this is the appliance. Open and click Next. Let's see, there must be additional instructions here. Import appliance, and here appliance settings, the default settings work. So if you have more than, you wish to allocate more time. So just make sure, so you have the name, sandbox, okay, RAM is 2 MB. I have 3 MB allocated because my, if you have enough memory on your system, you can increase it to 4 MB. Okay, so, and then let's look at the additional instructions. Okay, then go ahead and click import, right? Let's see, reinitialize MAC address. Okay, we don't need to reinitialize MAC address. Just, this is the reinitialize MAC address of network cards. Basically, when you do this, it actually creates a new IP address. If you are installing a normal cluster, you will use this, but this is a sandbox which is all pre-configured, so you don't need this. Just go ahead and import. And it started importing, right? Probably it's gonna take a little bit. I'm going to pause for a minute.